Hello everyone and good morning. Happy Thursday. I hope everyone is doing great on this beautiful and fine day wherever you are. So I have an interesting topic to discuss with you all today, but before I get into it, I would just like to remind you that I have a note here that's going to be used as my guideline. It's going to be used as my guide as I'm going to talk about this topic throughout this video. So don't be like, oh, she's just, trying to make it all up or whatever she's reading from. But now you know that if I do have my eyes, somewhere, that means I'm reading off of it and I can't quite memorize everything. And this is kind of just like, last minute kind of deal. So please forgive me. So anyways, some may not find this as exciting or nevertheless interesting or entertaining, but this particular topic hasn't really been talked about much, and you'll know in a second what it is. Or it isn't very common due to uncertainty and judgment, full-on judgment. Well, what I'm about to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, about is in regards to miscarriage. Now, I know, or I may not know, some of you, if not all, have been through that with your partner. And some of you, if not all, that I know that I have had 2 miscarriages in the past. One back in July 2018, and my second one just recently, in October 2019, so just last year. And I have been doing some thinking lately and questioning myself why God didn't let me pursue my pregnancies back then. I lost my first one in July 2018, like I said, at 5 weeks. And then my second one back in October 2019 at around maybe 8.5 to 9 weeks gestation, around that time frame. So I'm going to talk about it a little further with you guys. So my first one, I felt, what were my early pregnancy symptoms with my first? Well, around 4 weeks, I had, the usual, like you would feel implantation bleeding, cramping. I had some nausea going on there. Usually that never really happened unless if I'm pregnant. And I knew I was pregnant at that time. I even took a test. It was faint positive. And what else? I had this exhaustion, full-on exhaustion, tiredness, fatigue, basically. I was craving some odd foods, like, hot Cheetos, and then, which I never really eat, or, I was eating Nutella back then with bread, and then, some salty foods, basically on the salty and sweet side. I guess that's how you would feel during your PMS too, but it was weird. It was like, it was constantly. It's not like, oh, once a day or twice a day. It was like occurring, like repeating the same thing every 3 to 4, I wouldn't say 3 to 4 times. I would say 4 or 5 times. So I was eating like 5 times a day. And it wasn't just snacking like on small things or food wise, but yeah. And then after that, I also, like I said, I felt nausea, queasiness. What else did I feel? I just felt off, and I felt moody. I felt snappy, and the same thing goes with my second one. But bleeding wise, let's go on with the miscarriage. Bleeding wise, my first one I bled for about 7 days. My second one I bled for about 8.5 days. So I was like, oh no, this is not happening again. My first one, I was so excited. Like, I knew that I was pregnant. I was gonna carry it to full term. I knew I was gonna have either a baby boy or baby girl. I started even like looking for names, because I was like, if this is gonna be a boy, it's gonna be what was I gonna name the boy? Either Michael or Matthew, Colton, I don't know. But that's like my big ideal. Or if it was gonna be a girl, I was gonna name it Chloe, Colleen, what were the other names for a girl? Bria, you know, all of those, which are now, you know, those names are being used now for my reborn dolls, or Lexi even. So yeah, I was so excited those 2 times around. But frankly and unfortunately, it didn't pull through. It didn't happen. So in my head, I'm thinking and feeling at the time, God is punishing me. And for what reason, really? I honestly don't know. And so it led me to think about all of this negativity inside, and yes, body insecurities as well. And I'll give some examples. Half the time, I tell myself that I hate my body and why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. The other half, I tell myself, not to worry and or stress about it so much, that I'll be able to conceive naturally again, and to especially continue to love yourself and love your body no matter what, regardless of the situation. And you know what? Maybe it's not my time. Sorry. Maybe I should, I'm going to move the camera a little bit because it's covering my notes. There we go. And, you know, maybe I should see a doctor and figure out why this is a recurring issue. But it's like, at the same time, I don't even want to know. You know what I mean? Like, I get a little nervous and scared just thinking about it, and as to why I can't carry any of my babies to full term. It's concerning to me, but at the same time, I just don't want to deal with all that drama, but sometimes it is what it is. Anyways, to conclude this somewhat one heck of a depressing topic, miscarriages suck. And for those who have suffered through this, please know that I understand your pain, self-doubt, insecurities. You are not alone with this. Okay? However, do not leave your partner or anyone on the sidelines or secluded from this difficult conversation, this difficult topic that is so uncommon. But we need to put it out there, guys. We need to vent. Communicate with each other, whether it would be your boyfriend, your husband, best friend, possibly your parents or grandparents, if they are still around, that is. But trust me, you do not want to go through this alone, because I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I've been in your perspective, probably more than once or than anyone could count, countless times. I know how it feels to feel alone with your thoughts, and that you probably don't feel as comfortable talking about it with anyone or a stranger even, okay? But it helps greatly in the end. And you'll feel relieved not having to keep it bottled up inside you forever, or what feels like forever. More importantly, and keep this in mind, keep this in your head, that everything happens for a reason. God has plans for you, for your future ahead of you. That's ahead of you, and that's in your path. And that, know that everything happens for a reason. Only God and timing will tell. So let's just try to stay positive, be in a positive light, be in a more positive light, and in hopes that everything will fall into place. Baby dust to all. Take care out there, and have a blessed and beautiful day. All right, bye for now, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.